Alright guys, David again, back with the Brown Fan Channel. One thing I want to bring up today. Are you pro or against? Who do you stand for? What do you stand for? Are you pro this person, anti this person? Are you pro this group, anti this group? When you're anti this group and you see or hear them, doesn't it trigger your hatred? Me, I'm pro-human, okay? I'm anti-oppression. And I want to tell you a little bit about, I want to ask you a question. Let's say that you were born into a family, and as you got older, you realized that your family was treated differently. Couldn't walk down certain roads, couldn't buy certain things, couldn't come and go as you pleased, and then you realized that there was a wall built around where you were living in your area. And in order to go beyond that wall, sometimes you'd have to be harassed by soldiers. Sometimes they wouldn't let you leave, even if you needed medication or food for something as innocent, baby formula. And then let's say you realized that you didn't want to take it anymore, that this was wrong, that you were not being treated as a human being. Wouldn't you rise up? I would hope you would. Wouldn't you stand up for your beliefs? Wouldn't you say something? Wouldn't you try to break out? Would you get to the point where you had nothing left to lose and you'd go to extremes to do that? So this leads me into talking a little bit about the Palestinians in Israel. And I know this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. Let me tell you something. I was brought up Jewish, okay? I'm Jewish. And I was brought up being taught that the Jews, we are the chosen people, and everybody else is kind of less than in a way because they didn't accept the Ten Commandments the way we did. And that Israel is rightfully ours because God said so. So I guess that gives us the right to walk in and steal someone's property and throw their furniture out onto the front lawn and move right into their house, right? So how would you feel if wherever you are right now, some soldiers showed up, maybe with a bulldozer, guns, pointed at you and your kids, and told you, you're trespassing. This is now ours. I think that would piss you off. That would piss me off. I would want to fight back. So I was taught one way of believing. And I believed that for a very long time, and it actually wasn't until I got married and my wife started to show me what really happened in Israel in 1948 and before that in Palestine. Because we were just taught that Israel became a state, a Jewish state in 1948, and that's wonderful, and we now have a place to be. And when the Messiah comes, we'll be there in Jerusalem for it. And everybody else is Goyim. Everybody else is an alternate nation. It's them. It's us, and it's them. Now I ask you, whatever religion you may have as your background, what parts of your religion serve to separate us? What parts serve to keep you under control? Telling you you're a sinner and you're going to hell if you don't listen to what they tell you to do? Listen to your inner truth. What does your God, your higher power want from you? For me, mine just wants me to be a good human being, treat other people well, help other people, and teach my kids how to do the same thing. My grandmother, like I've said in other videos, was a Holocaust survivor. She was in concentration camps. She was in the Warsaw Ghetto, which was basically kind of like Palestine, kind of like the occupied area right now that the Palestinians are living in. They're walled in, and they're treated like cockroaches. And how is that okay? Why does nobody see that as okay? I'll tell you why. Because AIPAC and Israel and the lobbyists all have so much power. And the mainstream media, so much control from the powers that be to create a narrative that is false. I hope you guys are waking up to this stuff. People do not deserve to be treated this way. We do not deserve to be left in the dark about everything. Kind of like my last video. What do you know you know? Do you really know what you think you know? I'm pro-human. I'm anti-oppression. What are you? Who cares what color you are? Who cares where you came from? Question is are the powers that be treating you like cockroaches? Treating you like cattle? What are you willing to do to help your fellow man? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to stand up, or do you fear rocking the boat? Oh, I don't want to call attention to myself. They might come get me. That's part of it too, by the way, fear. The boogeyman will get you if you stand up. I have to tell you, just putting a channel up on YouTube and talking about this stuff, I had to go through my own fear. What if it's flagged? What if they, I'm showing my face. What if they come after me? Google knows what account this is. Google knows my name. Shit, they're probably watching me through the camera right now as I'm making this video. I'm a political dissident because I'm talking against the powers that be. The ones that want to keep you oppressed and in the dark and plugged into your iPhone and plugged into your pad, your iPad and your computer, completely disengaged from the real world, plugged into Facebook. It is scary how many people base their lives and feeling good about themselves based on likes on Facebook and attention on the internet. It's scary. Anyway, stuff to think about. I gotta run.